I had a quick idea, just wanted to play it through. I'm going to show you what I've got set up here. So before, when I was spinning the motor, I was spinning it on these 4 car batteries here, 48 volts, charged up 50-ish kind of thing. This battery up here is kind of dying on me. At the moment, it's on 50 volts. This is on amps at the moment, it's clamped on. At the moment we're on 50 volts. Now that power dulls quite a bit when you floor it in this, still with the factory forklift setup, all still attached to the motor how it was. That motor is still connected in a series, so there's still only 24 volts per winding in that, but we might play with that later. So what I want to do is 2 tests back to back. First test, I've charged all these batteries up as much as they want to charge up, so we'll start off on those. Second test I want to do is I've got one jumper lead hooked on at the moment, just getting that ready. Second jumper lead connected up to the forklift. 48 volts, plenty of current. The jumper leads aren't going to obviously be able to handle the full current of what everything needs, but I figure if we put it in series, in parallel with the battery pack that's up here, that will give it a bit of a boost, take up any of the slack that these batteries can't handle, and I want to see if we will get any better performance just with a standing test. I'm going to have it in gear, put it in 4th gear, that's all it's got, 4 gears, and then I've got this camera here set up. I'm going to look at the speedo and see what the speedo gets up to, see how fast it gets up to, at the same time measuring the voltage, measuring the current that's going through, and I'm just really curious to see how everything's going to change with having a giant battery on there compared to just those 4, whether it is just these 4 that is making it a little bit too slow, or it's just because the voltage is too low and whatever, and it needs more power. So I'm going to get this set up and we'll give everything a test. Right, everything's rolling. Let's give this thing a test. So we'll plug in the first one. Oh, everything seems to be normal there. Okay, flick on the on switch. The gear selector down there is not in the middles there. That's the other way. So that's in one direction. Everything's all set up, ready to go. Give this a test. Wheels are spinning. It's still speeding up. This side's dragging slightly, the other side's spinning faster. But we're getting a reading on the we're getting a reading on there. So let's let that slow down by itself. Now all I've got to do, hook up this other jumper lead, check that out. Other jumper lead is hooked up. Voltage is creeping up because that battery is about 4 volts higher, which I figured wouldn't matter, especially when we chuck on the power. So here we go for a second time. Did that make a difference? Do for today. It's been a very long time since I've done anything on that vehicle. I'm really keen to get back into it this year, just because I think it has a lot of fun in it. It might not have a lot of potential, but the whole reason I was doing this whole conversion on a ute like that was because I did everything cheap. Everything's being done cheap. The only thing that's not going to be cheap is the batteries. I am working out a plan to sort that out. I still want to run 96 volts through the custom controller. My voltmeters are beeping because they're still turned on. I still want to run a 96 volts custom controller that Damien Maguire has helped me out with a bit. And then I know that I can really push it a bit further. I'm still yet to take off the panels on the side of the motor to see how big the brushes actually are, because I don't know if they look big enough to take enough current, or whether we're just going to try and get it to a reasonable kind of power level and then just leave it. It could all just blow up in my face. That's a very real possibility if that happens. With a custom controller, if I really need to, I could just try and find another forklift motor, chuck it in there, and then the custom controller will just work straight away on it. But those are plans. I'm trying to get things done one at a time. You guys haven't seen this forklift before. This is I've had this for a little bit now, but this thing is great. It's so nice to be able to have and use, and it's electric, which means that it makes some cool noises as well. So that's it for now. I'm going to try and do more. I really want to just keep on working on things in here. It's just figuring out a way how to do it. And that's it. Just while I edit this, leave a comment below. You know, I'll talk to you guys if you want to have any questions or anything like that. I'm not doing this to try and provide an example to someone else. I'm doing this because I want to do this, and any questions that you ask are going to be answered by me. It's just my opinion. Everyone's got opinions. You're allowed to have opinions. But if you want mine, you know, ask a question. I'll answer it. Thank you. It's really hot.